Namaste everyone, welcome to my channel Tabla Gurukul. Myself Deepakggdesai. I am learning Tabla from around 20 years under the able guidance of Guru Pandit Ravindra sir. This prelude is going to be a little bit longer, where I want to mention the goals and intentions of this channel. First of all, the main goal of this channel is to share the knowledge of Tabla learning, what I have gathered all these years, as well as the accompanying aspect of it with the senior artists and other artists and youngsters who I have accompanied with, as well as few other things. Here in this channel, we will be discussing the different aspects of Tabla, which includes the practical part of it, theoretical part of it, Sangat part of it, and so on. And lastly, I want to mention one more thing, that this is not an alternate for a teacher. This is just for reference along with your learning from whoever teacher you are learning, or you can contact me also for the classes. Thank you. We are going to be starting the Tabla practical tutorials today. So the topic of today is Dashavarna, that is the basic syllables or the alphabets of Tabla, and few more advanced syllables which we use or play on Tabla. So let's see you back after the intro. Welcome back everyone. As we were discussing, today's topic is called Dashavarna, which means Dasha, that is 10, Varna means Akshara. The word literally means 10 syllables. That is the 10 syllables or the basic alphabets of Tabla according to the Shastra or the theory. So out of these 10 Dashavarnas, we have 6 on Tabla and 2 on Dagga, and both the drums together we play 2 more syllables, which makes it 10 syllables. Apart from this, we have few more advanced syllables, maybe some 8 to 10. We will discuss and learn those after we cover the basic 10 syllables of Tabla. Here we go. On Tabla, we shall deal with the very first Varna or the Akshara on Tabla is called Ta or Na, which is the open syllable, which is played by placing the ring finger and the little finger on the end of the Shahi, and the middle finger will be lifted in the air, and with the help of index finger we have to hit the Kinar region of the Tabla. So place these 2 fingers, lift the middle finger, with the help of index finger we have to lift our hand and drop and lift it back. Thus we will get the Akshara Ta or Na. The second Akshara of Tabla is called Ti or Ta. Depending on the phrase, we sometimes recite it as Ti, sometimes as Ta. So this is how it is played. Ti is played with the help of the 3 fingers, that is middle finger, little finger and ring finger. We have to bind those 3 and we have to play at the center of the Shahi, and this is a cut syllable. So it is played with binding of these fingers and lifting it up and playing at the center of Shahi. This is how Ti is played. Later, third Akshara, that is Ra or Ta. This Akshara is played just like Ti, but the opposite of it. I mean to say, instead of playing with these 3 fingers, we will be playing with the index finger. That is, index finger alone will be hitting at the center of Shahi, and the rest of the fingers will be up in the air. It will look and sound like this. Fourth syllable on Tabla is Tak. Tak is a cut sound again, and very similar to Ti, Tak is played, but this is our Ti, but Tak is played with the knuckles raised and the hand is made in the form of a cave or a cavity. So, and the sound also differs, where Ti sounds like, but Tak sounds like. Later, the fifth syllable on Tabla is Thun. The Akshara Thun is played with the help of all the four fingers, and with the third segment of our fingers we have to hit on the border of the Shahi and Maidan on the tabla, thus getting the akshara Thun. A note, one thing I want to put it out is, while playing Thun, you should not hit the first segment or drop the first segment or the Shahi. By doing so, you'll be blocking the sound and not getting the desired sound. The last akshara on tabla is called Ta or Na. Our first akshara was Ta or Na. They were a little bigger aksharas who were more resonatic and sustained. The last akshara is not as sustained of akshara. This is an alternate for Ta or Na, which is called Ta or Na, which is played like this, which is played by the help of the ring finger and the little finger binded together and played in the border of the Shahi. So this covers all the basic 6 syllables of tabla. Now coming to the dagga part. So on the dagga we have 2 syllables that as we discussed before. So the first one is K, Ki or K, which is played by binding all the 4 fingers on the dagga, and along with the help of the fingers as well as the palm, we'll be hitting on the Shahi and on the Maidan, and the fingertips will be reaching the patti of the dagga. By playing like this, we'll be getting the akshara K. Next akshara on dagga is G, Gi or Ge, which is played just like K, but instead of keep placing the hand flat and hitting on the dagga, we have to curve the left hand and place the peripheral region of the palm just before the Shahi of the dagga and hitting with the fingertips on the Maidan of the dagga. So we'll get a sound like this. This was G, Gi or Ge. So finally, both the drums together we have 2 more aksharas, which are Dha and Dhin. Now Dha. Dha is played with the combination of the akshara Ta on the tabla and G on the dagga, that is the syllable Ta on tabla and G on dagga. Together we play. This is what Dha is. The last akshara of Dashavarna is Dhin, which is played on the dagga and tabla together with the help of combination of 2 aksharas, that is G on the dagga and Tin on the tabla. Tin is played with the index finger hitting the right border of Shahi, and this is the open syllable. It is played like this. Along with this, if you add G together, it becomes Dhin. This was our 10th Dashavarna. So according to the theory, these are the 10 basic syllables of tabla. But apart from this, we have few more advanced syllables, which we will continue right now. So as we were discussing, the first advanced syllable or another extra syllable was Tin, as we discussed. Tin is played like this, or Tin is also played with the help of K, that is Tin along with that K can be played. So the benefit of playing like this 2 things is, with the help of K, if you play Tin, it sounds more full and more better. The next extra akshara is the alternate for Ta or Tin, which is played just like the very first syllable which is played on tabla, that is Ta or Na, but over the Maidan. The 2 changes here are, instead of playing with the help of first segment of our index finger on the kinar of tabla to get Ta or Na, we have to play with the second segment of our index finger over the Maidan of tabla, thus getting the akshara Tin or Ta, depending on the phrase. The next advanced syllable is Tra, which is played with the help of 2 syllables, that is Ti and Ta, played one after the other, where Ti will be hitting first, which sounds and looks like this. Middle finger is drumming first, followed by the index finger. There is a very small time difference between each, thus producing the akshara dra. The very next akshara is dhira dhira or tira tira. Dhira dhira is played with the help of palm on the right hand, where two aksharas are there, thi and ra. Thi will be played with the help of the right portion of our palm and ra with the help of left portion of palm. To play this akshara, we'll be using both the palm and the fingers on our hand. So it looks and sounds like this. Ti, ra. Ti, ra. Along with this akshara, you can use ka or ga to get the desired tira tira or dhira dhira sounds respectively. The next advanced akshara is tarana. Tarana is played just like ti and ta, but we'll be playing it over the kinar of tabla, that is like this. Tarana. And one more advanced akshara is ta, which is not an advanced akshara, but still it is an extra akshara, which is not to be confused with the first ta or na or the sixth ta or na on tabla, or the alternate for ta or na, that is which is played on maidan of the tabla. This is the fourth ta or na, which is played with the help of all the four fingers in the right hand, binded together and played at the center of shahi. This is a cut sound. I know it might be sounding a little complex by saying the same syllables and playing it in a different way. It is not as complex as we are discussing. As we go further in the class, you'll be understanding it better. I hope I have covered most of the extra aksharas. So I hope to see you all in the coming videos. So in the next video, we will be covering the basic exercise using the basic Dashavarna syllables or few of the extra syllables what we learned for today. So which includes few basic exercises and the concept of making single and double and fourth speed in the laya. So I thank you all for watching the video and meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Also, if possible, don't forget to share, like, and do leave your feedback in the comment section. And for classes, please do contact with the provided mail and phone number. Thank you once again. See you.